More pulse pounding than ever these days, and we're seeing if we can squeeze any answers out of one of the Islanders. Today, please welcome Emmy winner Terry O'Quinn. Yes!
Glad you're here.
Nice to be here. I'm like ice cubes.
That's okay. Terry, how are you? Good to see you.
Okay, honey, sit down now. Sit down. Come on now. Now, Terry.
Whoopi?
You play Locke, a man who originated in the airport in a wheelchair. Now walking around, kicking legs, shooting people up. My question is, who's in the little house that you can't find? Who is the entity that is in that little house that you cannot find?
I can tell you that.
Okay.
Really?
Jacob. Period. Jacob. That's all I'm telling you.
Jacob.
You know I'm not going to tell you
I
anymore.
know. I just thought I
Jacob's
would
in
try
that
to get
house.
it.
Jacob's in the house.
By the way, Joy.
Yes.
John Locke still hears the voices.
John Locke. Glad to hear that.
St. John he's going to be by the end of this show, yeah.
So you can't tell us anything.
Well, what? I mean, in regards to what?
Well, why did you shoot that lady?
Because at the end of last season, John Locke was down in a hole with a bunch of bones, right?
Right.
With a hole through his middle.
Right.
Bleeding to death.
Right.
And someone, the island, Jacob, Toller Walt, someone saved him and pulled him out because he had a job. So now he's got religion.
Okay.
Which makes him pretty dangerous.
Yes.
As you know, in this world, when you get religion, you can be pretty dangerous.
Well, I look at Sherry when you say that. I think we're okay.
Yeah.
I wanted the audience to see this because Locke has taken Ben hostage, and now you don't really know what to do, so you're trying to get Ben to tell you the answers. I want you to see this clip.
Why did you move me from the rec room down here?
I wanted you under my own roof.
Where are you keeping your other prisoner? Miles, is it? Oh, you don't want to share.
Actually, I was hoping you would share, Ben. Seeing as you claim to have a spy on his ship.
I feel for you, John. I really do.
Woo! It's so wonderful watching you and Michael Emerson because you're such wonderful actors.
So much fun to work with Michael, and honestly, I mean, everybody says this, you know, whenever you do a show, all the cast is just so marvelous, blah blah blah. But this cast, when you get a new script and you look at the arc that you have with someone and they say, oh good, I get to work with Josh Holloway all week, or I get to work with Michael Emerson or Evangeline Lilly, or
It's an extraordinary group.
Yeah, there's really not a
really
bad
is.
job.
It
You know,
is.
it's a pretty happy thing.
Before you got this role, you had been out of work for almost 2 years, right? And things weren't looking that great. What was it like when you got the call? Like, what? Let's just,
It's getting longer. I think it was only a year, but you know.
It's like decades. It seemed like that.
It felt you know, I should clarify. I spent, you know, anybody who calls himself an actor is unemployed most of the time anyway.
Right.
So if you don't live, if the wolf isn't at the door, he's always in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
You know? But when you get a call like this, you hope for the best. You do it long enough, you know, you expect the worst, and you hope for the best, and you hope that something's going to come from it.
Did you have periods in your career, though, where you were like, I can't do this anymore, it's not going fast enough, and you're ready to pack it in?
Yeah. No, if you expect it to go at a certain speed, you're in the wrong business, you know.
Right.
I think I had periods in my career when I thought, what else can I do? And then I realized I couldn't do anything else, so you just hang in, you know.
But I did read that one of your hobbies is knife throwing, so, you know, maybe there was a little anger there.
I could have been a hitman.
as dangerous as your character.
Not very subtle.
Who do you
There's a
throw
big
them
knife
at?
in this guy. Who could that be?
Well, there's been so many things that have happened to your character on this show, this arc that you've had. Has it resembled anything in your real life as far as the good things happening?
No, like I could walk right from the get-go. No, I never shot anybody or anything. But no, you know, the whole faith testing thing, we won't get into that. But no, I was raised a good Catholic boy too, so you know I know what you're talking about. So questions of faith are always there. You sleep with them, you don't know they're there, but they're always there.
They should be there, I think, too. You should always question. What about the Emmy? I heard you had an interesting view on your win.
Yeah, I've been told to reconsider my view, but because my view was that when you win an Emmy for a role, you ought to be ineligible for it again for a while, maybe at least for a year or two, or maybe at all until you get another role, you know. But then my wife said, but I still think you should get invited to the party and get all the free stuff, you know.
The swag bag they always talk about.
Yeah, because that's what's. I mean, it's fun going through those things, you know. You've been to one or two.
I've been in a couple of them.
been
You met your wife, didn't you meet her in one of the first movies that say?
The first movie I was ever casting was called Heaven's Gate, and it was a big bust for United Artists or something. But yeah, she taught me how to. I told him I could ride. Of course, when they ask you, can you ride? Can you throw knives?
Yeah, you lie.
Of course I can.
Yeah.
And then you learned.
Yeah, so you lie. So then you go, you got to learn to ride real quick. And she taught me how to ride. And that movie was so long in shooting. It took so long to shoot that I had 3-4 months to spend with this woman. So.
And you knew right away that she was the one?
She knew right away. I knew a little bit later.
Terry, listen, I'm going to tell everybody, be sure to check out Lost on Thursday nights at 9 p.m. right here on ABC. And Lost, the video game, comes out February 27th. But you know what? All of y'all are getting to take these home with you today. And we will be right back. Thank you, Terry.